To that tall skyline I come, flying in from London to your door. New York, looking down on Central Park, where they say you should not wander after dark. New York, like a scene from all those movies, but you're real enough to me. But there's a heart that lives in New York. A heart in New York, a rose on the street. I'll write my song to that city heartbeat. A heart in New York, love in her eyes, an open door and a friend for New York. You got money on your mind, and my words won't make a dime. It's worth a difference. So here's to you, New York.
Bienvenue, bienvenue to you third world country type of peoples, you Frenchy people. Today is May Day. Un Maya. Oh no, un Mai. I was thinking of something else. I'm finally getting around to this. I did not do a whole lot when we were there in New York, my home, which was so happy that you guys, my such good friends, came to see under kind of strange conditions, weather-wise. Let's see. So there's going to be quite a bit of music on here because I think all I got was that. Oh wow, there's a car with. Oh, that's Gabrielle with her. She needs a muffler. Anyway, there's going to be quite a bit of music on this. I just got a CD today that you wouldn't believe. I'm going to put that on here. It has nothing to do with New York, but I have to put it on it. It's a beat poet who killed himself couple of seconds ago. Actually, I stabbed him in the heart with a frying pan. If that makes any sense. Let me listen back and see just how crazy I'm getting here. Okay, I'm back. Pretty crazy, but a couple of things I did forget to say. The reason I'm putting so much music on this tape is because, and I forgot, I said, because all I taped, and then I went on to something else, but all I taped was that. Remember? That guy with the jackhammer? I don't know what you call them in third world countries, but I'm kidding about the third world countries, so I'm going to drop that now. But the guy with the jackhammer, then that game of chance on the street that Bonnie said you better not tape because they might kill you. And not too much else. I think I got that band in the subway. I don't know. I haven't listened yet. But anyway, I was so pleased. Pleased. Doesn't even come close. So incredibly happy to have seen you there. And I called a couple of weeks ago and I talked to Patrick. And one thing I wanted to say to both of you was that Thursday, when I was falling asleep on the train and both of you kept saying, and Bonnie kept saying, oh, what's wrong? Remember when I was in France, in Le Havre, and there were some days, you know, after a bunch of days, there were some days when I would stay in my room, and you wouldn't see me until like 3 or 4, then I'd come out. Well, had I been in Le Havre or in Minneapolis, that would have been one of those days. But, I was so exhausted. Like, the travesty of getting from here to there, to New York, was incredible. I was just exhausted. But we squeezed so much in, and I'll tell you, you have so many friends in New York right now, you wouldn't believe it. I knew that before you came, but now I know it even more. Bonnie just raves about you. Rita and Dan. Dan and I have spoken. So if you can, when they get over there in, what is it, June or July, whenever, why don't you go right from the Sinead O'Connor concert right to Père Lachaise? This is where Jim's buried. Anyway, I wanted to throw all that in, and now we're going to go right into a little New York thing with sounds, music, and all that stuff. All that stuff. I love you both. Like, when I was over there, we were joking around about mom and dad. But, we've transcended that, and we are now, I consider you like my brother and sister. Or mom and dad if I ever run out of money. Hi, Mom. I'm home. I need 8,000 francs, please. Thank you very much. Here we go. Yeah, you know, they call New York the melting pot. So what do you want to see? The French, the Irish, the Germans, the Jews, the Africans, the Haitians? Stick with me. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Caught between the twisted stars, the plotted lines, the faulty map that brought Columbus to New York. Betwixt between the east and west, he calls on her wearing a leather vest. The earth squeals and shudders to a halt. A diamond crucifix in his ear is used to help ward off the fear that he has left his soul in someone's rented car. Inside his pants he hides a mop to clean the mess that he has dropped into the life of lightsome Juliet Bell. And Romeo wanted Juliet, and Juliet wanted Romeo, and Romeo wanted Juliet, and Juliet wanted Romeo. Romeo Rodriguez squares his shoulders and curses Jesus, runs a comb through his black ponytail. He's thinking of his lonely room. The sink that by his bed gives off a stink, then smells her perfume in his eyes, and her voice was like a bell. Outside the streets were steaming, the crack dealers were dreaming of the Uzi someone had just scored. I bet you I can hit that light with my one good arm behind my back, says little Joey Diaz. Brother, give me another tote. Those downtown hoods are no damn good. Those Italians need a lesson to be taught. This cop who died in Holland, you think they get the warning? I was dancing when I saw his brains run out on the street. And Romeo had Juliet, and Juliet had her Romeo. And Romeo had Juliet, and Juliet had a Romeo. I'll take Manhattan in a garbage bag with Latin written on it that says it's hard to give a shit these days. Manhattan sinking like a rock until the filthy Hudson, what a shock. They wrote a book about it, they said it was like ancient Rome. The perfume burned his eyes, holding tightly to her thighs. And something flickered for a minute, and then it vanished and was gone. There's a downtown fair singing out Proud Mary as she cruises Christopher Street. And some southern queen is acting loud and mean where the docks and the Badlands meet. This Halloween is something to be sure, especially to be here without you. There's a Greta Garbo and an Alfred Hitchcock and some black Jamaican stud. There's 5 Cinderellas and some leather drags. I almost fell into my mug. There's a Crawford Davis and a tacky Cary Grant. And some homeboys looking for trouble down here from the Bronx. But there ain't no Harry and no Virgin Mary. You won't hear those voices again. And Johnny Rio and Rotten Rita, you never see those faces again. This Halloween is something to be sure, especially to be here without you. There's the Born Again Losers and the Lavender Boozers and some crack team from Washington Heights. The boys from Avenue B, the girls from Avenue D, at Tinkerbell and Tights. this celebration somehow gets me down. Especially when I see you're not around. There's no Peter pedantic saying things romantic in Latin, Greek, or spit. There's no Three Bananas or Brandon Alexander dishing all their tricks. It's a different feeling that I have today. Especially when I know you've gone away. There's a girl from Soho with a t-shirt saying I blow. She's with the Jive 5, 2+3. And the girl for pay dates are giving cut rates, or else doing it for free. The past keeps knocking on my door. And I don't want to hear it anymore. No consolations, please, for feeling funky. I gotta get my head above my knees. But it makes me mad and that makes me sad. And then I start to freeze. In the back of my mind, I was afraid it might be true. In the back of my mind, I was afraid that they meant you. The Halloween parade. At the Halloween parade. At the Halloween parade. See you next year at the Halloween parade.
Aye. Well, the last, I think 4 were from Lou Reed. The album is called New York, so that fits. But I'm looking for something else now, and there'll be more Lou Reed. I have a feeling that Christoph, who was denied a Vel, would like this album. There'll be more of it on soon. As I said earlier, because I didn't tape much of anything. But you know, when you try to squeeze a week into 4 days, when the week in the first part isn't even enough, in the first place I should have said, isn't even enough, you don't really have too much time for taping stuff. But, I'm not sure what I was going to say after but. I wanted to scream that out because it sounded kind of good. Anyway, here we go. Hello. Okay, this is like on the 3rd edit, maybe 4th, I'm not sure. It's a week, less than a week from Thanksgiving. Oh, you don't have that over there, that's right. It's November 19th. I started on May 1st, and, well, I'm just here to say I've been doing different things, so I just said 4 Lou Reeds, and I just cut it down to 2, and I said Christoph, who was deprived of a vowel, I meant to say consonant. We must be grammatically perfect here. So, in a song I just dug out and put on in place of something else, I found out was coming up next. I'd forgotten. So, work. Back to the tape and see what's going on here.
In a time
part of the city, waiting for some fast talk. Watch, don't walk, to walk. Easy when you dream, standing in a circle, staring at the movies, laughing at the wrong time. Alcohol could take me there. I'd take a shot a minute and be there by the hour. Take a walk around Times Square with a pistol in my suitcase and my eyes on the TV. In a car, taking a back seat, staring out the window, thinking about danger. Playing in a wrong chord, fighting but I'm not free. Talking on the telephone, talking about you and me. Jesus Christ could take me there. I'd fall down on my knees, have no questions to his answer. Take a walk around Times Square with a pistol in my suitcase and my eyes on the TV. And if I die, gaining my senses, wake up in a hotel, staring at the ceiling.
Aha! We've had a complete change of venue here. I'm really hoping you enjoy these things because this is a pain in the arse. I just went downstairs and did one off. Borrowed my friend's stereo to go from stereo record onto tape. So now I can put it on this tape. And that last song you heard, everything here so far, I'm going to try to keep it all New York, and I think I can do it. Because I just found a secret weapon. I forgot, I just thought of it. So I'm erasing it with lots of stuff that I had on, but for a while that was turning out to be more of a Lou Reed tape than it was New York or having anything to do with your visit. Because that night I had a few Stellas that night. I was just thinking, boy, they got to hear this. And, lost sight of the fact that I'm doing the CCCP in New York. CCCP in New York. Volume 3. In fact, at first I started off with Johnny Holiday again. I thought, no, you already have that. Let's not repeat ourselves. But anyway, that last song was, in case you were wondering, it wasn't too obvious, but it was, the name of it was Times Square. That was by Marianne Faithfull. So, onward and upward.
Rambling out of the Wild West, leaving the towns I love the best. Thought I'd seen some ups and downs till I came into New York town. People going down to the ground, buildings going up to the sky. Wintertime in New York town, the wind blowing the snow around. Walk around with nowhere to go. Somebody can freeze right to the bone. I froze right to the bone. New York Times said it was the coldest winter in 17 years. I didn't feel so cold then. I swung on to my old guitar, grabbed hold of a subway car. After rocking, reeling, rolling right, I landed up on the downtown side. Greenwich Village. I walked down there and ended up in one of them coffee houses on the block. I'd get on the stage, sing and play. Man there say, come back some other day. You sound like a hillbilly. We want folk singers here. Well, I got a harmonica job they're gonna play, blowing my lungs out for $1 a day. I blow it inside out and upside down. The man there said he loved my sound. He's raving about he loved my sound. $1 a day's worth. After weeks and weeks of hanging around, I finally got a job in New York town. In a bigger place, bigger money too, even joined a union and paid my dues. Now, a very great man once said that some people rob you with a fountain pen. It don't take too long to find out just what he was talking about. A lot of people don't have much food on their table, but they got a lot of forks and knives, and they gotta cut something. So one morning when the sun was warm, I rambled out of New York town. Pulled my cap down over my eyes, headed out for western skies. So long, New York. Howdy, East Orange.
Howdy. Just a little footnote. East Orange is in Jersey, just across the river. So that explains that. And most of the talking on this tape is from May, or on the other side, I haven't listened to it yet tonight. That would be from like a month ago, a month and a half ago. Except for these little instructional things that I'm doing from edit number 3 or whatever. So anyway, coming up real soon, I'm going to put on some talking that's from 6 months ago. But after that, my old friend, we were close friends in high school. I used to sing with his band every once in a while. Steve, his band's going to be doing a little New York song from Aerosmith.
Well, City taking a nap. Slow down, it's Sunday. Life's a ball, let it fall right in your lap. If you've got troubles, just take 'em out for a walk. They'll burst like bubbles in the fun of a Sunday in New York. You can spend time without spending a dime watching people watch people pass. Later you pause and in one of the stores there's that face next to yours in the glass. Two hearts stop beating. You're both too breathless to speak. Love smiles her greeting, then the dream that has seen you through the week comes true one Sunday in New York. So you can take a short nautical break. They've got boats by the lake for hire. If there's a storm, you just make it on home and get cozy and warm by a fire. By Monday morning, you're both agreed it was fate. As day comes dawning, if you can't pick the spot or set the date. You met on Sunday, New York on Sunday. So make it Sunday in New York.
Okie dokie. Not too bad a voice there, huh? That was Mel. I'm assuming you know the last name. I'm going to start side 2 off with 2 things. I was explaining on this side, what you're going to hear was October something. The other part was May 1st, and today is actually November 19th. It's actually night, though. But they're not New York related. But the first one is this beat poet I discovered on this wacko station they have early in the morning here. I was driving cab, and this guy got in, and I was telling him to shut up. I was trying to hear this song. And I'm going to play you one. He's a beat poet. He's dead. He's kind of a strange person. Committed suicide right after the CD came out. And his name is Stephen Jesse Bernstein. But it's just absolutely fantastic. And then the second one, now after what I told you about Christian, what happened to me in Oregon, I kind of like it quite a bit. But anyway, I don't know if I should kill this or not. I might be able to fit another Mel on here. If I can, I will. But there you are. We'll be starting side 2 with non-New Yorker stuff.
Broadway rhythm, it's got me. Broadway, Broadway, everybody's happy and gay, where the night is brighter than day, all along Broadway. Sweethearts and beaux on their way to movies and shows, dressed up in their Sunday best clothes, up and down Broadway. Out of town, I'm low down when I walk along the main street. Anywhere, I don't care, but I always find a main street just another plain street. Broadway, Broadway, take a little time out for play, where the joy of living holds sway, all along Broadway. Broadway, Broadway, everybody's happy and gay, where the night is brighter than day, all along Broadway. Guys, gals, old pals, dressed up in their Sunday best, up and down Broadway. Out of town, I'm loved down when I walk along the main street. Anywhere, I don't care, but I always find a main street. Just another plain street. Broadway, Broadway, take time out for play. We're living whole sway all along Broadway. Broadway, Broadway, be happy and gay. We're living whole sway all along Broadway. Broadway, Broadway, Broadway.
That was quite a day. Quite a day. I hope I'm not talking about this on the other side from the other time. But, wow, we sure squeezed a lot into that one. Whew. I mean, the play was alright, and the Statue of Liberty was okay. The food was alright. Ellis Island was okay. Greenwich Village was alright. Wall Street was okay. But remember that soldier toy? I haven't gotten one yet. I'm hoping Bonnie sends me one for Christmas. I don't think they're that advanced out here to have them. No, that was quite a day we had on Broadway and night. Times Square, that's what I meant earlier, you know. I mean, I don't mean that Manhattan is better than anywhere else. No, it's certainly better than here. I just mean it's really, I don't know. Being away, you know, having grown up there, and now being away from it for so long, it's kind of breathtaking to me. I hate the word awesome. I was going to say that, but over here in, you know, American football, they use that, like if a guy does a good run with the ball or something, oh, awesome. And, you know, to me, awesome, the Grand Canyon is awesome. So I kind of hesitate to use that word. But anyway, back to that day. Geez, we had everything, huh? Blizzards, bomb scares at the Statue of Liberty, that soldier I need, the toy. Oh, subway rides, bomb scare on the subway, remember that? Boy, I was nervous about that, when that guy left his bag there. Whew. Jeez. Let's see, what else? Sneaking cigarettes somewhere. And that place right before we took the cab down to go to the statue, where we had the beers, and I don't know, I think somebody had some pizza. I'm not human though, I don't eat. But, geez, sure squeezed a lot into those days. There'll be more somewhere. And as you can see, I'm killing this side here. And we started, as I told you, Christian, I told you we were going to, but last week we did part of the first segment of the show, my show, Uncle Carl's Voodoo Corner. I guess I can't send you one, can I? I think, isn't it a fact that the tapes from the United States don't work over in France? I think. Keep me posted. I'll try to remember to ask you next time I talk to you on the phone. But anyway, side 2 is coming soon. I think you're gonna really like this poet. It's not like too much you've heard before, I don't think. And then, as I said, the next one has a special meaning for me now after my Oregon fiasco. Those bastards. And that's... Oh, wait a minute. Where's little Missy? Molly! Uh-oh, she's hiding. She just was biting me and scratching me. She thinks I'm having fun with that too when she does it. She is so cute. She's been in 20 states, in 2 countries. And there are people out here in this dud-filled place that she's more travel than she's got a lot of miles on her. That last trip was about 4,800 miles, not kilometers. And the Grand Canyon trip was about the same. She's been through Yellowstone National Park twice. I let her out to scare off the grizzly bears this last trip, this summer.
It's midnight and the sunglasses twirl. My injuries, a deaf plant warped in a Hollywood rockery of juice cans and hypodermic needles. It's so cool, baby, you don't know what you need. If the jaundice comes up, get out of the traffic. A girl with an ass that makes me hurt all over again. I know that girl's ass hurts, glass and pebbles crunching under her shoes. The movie goes on and the men go inside hiding their bottles. These men look confused like fish getting clubbed on the pier. What they see in there is better than me. Pick a needle out from the burnt matches and test it. Blow through it, make a little bubble. There's a wazoo of the strip. Put it in with the dust in the pocket of the cigarettes, the key, the muffled bottom of the storm. Pulled down my eyelids with my fingernails in a window not made to look in or out of, or to be used as a mirror, though it works good as a mirror. There is a yellow line. It is jaundice. It is not a yellow line. It is not jaundice, no. The ass that makes me hurt, made to make me hurt, turns showing breasts that make me hurt, but a face like a butcher board. Eyes smeared on, worn out red elastic mouth, the mouth of a sock waiting to get used. Hurts is a tender thing in the dark under the shorts, leaky pelvis all over the sheets. Yo, baby, got a no-no? No. Sick animal glare in the skin of the pavement. Oh, I do want to go down right here where they threw the mop head, the paper towels and rubbers. Got a no-no, whistle is all. You can't make music with that. Movie inside as big as the wall of a building and so bright it'd make you throw up, but they watch it, the men, and they eat and they drink and they eat and they drink. Actually, it is not just the two of us, her and me. There are the cops and me and her, and the good-for-nothing windows, and brown suits and gray suits and blue suits, cars that stop and ones that go. There are palm trees and people leaning on the palm trees, scratching, reading, looking at the trash, which is empty, believe me, from being looked at, and gargoyles of human beings hung on the ugly architecture of wobbling, lurching bodies coming down fast like dying empires after the sun is already dead in their eyes. Rooms full of spooks drunk on dish soap spiked with whatever was left on the tables when the bar closed. An animal over there with spotted pants dreams googleplex like the chopped up palm and broken wall and is just lost, oh my God. Moving like a range of dusty mountains, dead with nothing to hold it down, moved by earthquake or rain that swallows the stars and moon. Get out of the way, off the curb, he pukes on the garden and slams sideways into the stucco. What are the cops waiting for here, lined up in their cars, staring at their clipboards and microphones?
We got some people scratching themselves, a man looking at his eyeballs up under his shades, and a woman with a poochy ass who keeps turning around and around. Find the hurt place and don't ever let it heal. Get that fucker hanging on the wall and tear him loose. The stars are coming out. There's a TV set in a window. It says, "The stars
I just listened back. It's October 23rd. And I'm just thinking, you'll probably be listening to this at Christmas with friends. It must be nice to have friends. I can only dream about these things. I spent my last Christmas in jail, and now I have to go back. Just a second here. I'm going to put on something that you cannot get anywhere now. Plus, I don't know what I was thinking when I made the first side of that tape, but there are other parts. But this is a song you cannot get anywhere in the United States. Maybe you can get it in France, I don't know, but they made them take it off the album, and you're going to love it. Excuse me. I just listened to that. Okay, I'm winding to this point now. I'm listening to it right now. You can't hear it. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, whoa, hold it. Damn. Oh, damn. I forgot. This is an open mic. Anyway, you cannot get this thing anywhere. And I'm trying to cover it with my shirt so you can't hear. I tried to call it the last 2 weeks. Better get home. But I was thinking, oh, it's October, you're probably in Bali or Morocco or some goddamn place. But anyway, here we go with a song you cannot get in the United States.
This record is dedicated to some personal friends of mine, the LAPD. For every cop that has ever taken advantage of somebody, beat them down or hurt them because they got long hair, listened to the wrong kind of music, wrong color, whatever they thought was the reason to do it. For every one of those fucking police, I'd like to take a pig out here in this parking lot and shoot them in their motherfucking face.
Fuck the
tonight we get even. Tonight we get even.
Just leave it to your old American cousin to get you the hard-to-find songs. That was out for about 10 seconds, and then every police organization in the United States protested, and Time Warner owned the record company that Ice-T's on, and so they called it back and had it taken off, but I found it for you. And now, a little Christmas jingle by the same person.
Yo, Moose, stop the car right here. There they go. All right, give it here, give it here. Oh, man, we need to do it cool. Stay in the car, man. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Hi, officers. We had a flat tire back there. Do you think you guys could help us out? Nah, that's not my job. My job's not to help your fucking ass out. I mean, you know, I don't have any other way to get home. That's not my job, asshole. Well, could you tell me what your job is? Right now, my job is eating these donuts. Or maybe... Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you? Yeah. Body count. Body count. Body count. Yeah, body motherfucker! Count. Body 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 count, nigga! Body count. 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 Body count.
Hi-de-ho. I couldn't believe when I listened. I'd made this, the side one, about, 2 or 3 months ago. And I forgot to put some things from New York on. So I'm going to put them on now, and also, after that, without further ado, you've got to hear this thing I have found. It's called Mr. Bungle. I don't know if you've ever heard over there in France, Faith No More. It's a big American group. They're from Seattle. But this singer from Faith No More is in this. It's a group with John Zorn, New York, kind of twisted person. But I think you'll like it. And the other thing I have to tell you, I went into the bank today, and there's a French woman working there. Her name is Rachel. Whew. Yikes. She looks French. She speaks French. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. In other words, I'm in love. So if I'm married next time, you'll understand. Oh boy. About 20 minutes ago, I put this in the thing it's in now to talk to you, out of the stereo thing, to say something in it. But then a friend came up and now I forgot. I know one thing I was going to say was, sorry about the language. Iced tea, but you know what you could do? Christian, while Patrick's working and your jardin is under snow, you could give colorful English lessons in your home. Words that you don't learn in school, English words, because there are quite a few of them on those selections. Anyway, I know I was going to say something else and I forgot. But anyway, back to the New York tape. By the way, on tapes that I used to make for you, you know, I incorporate everything into something. I am just too lazy to do that. Plus, there's not enough here. And there's no way I could put songs on to represent anything, because one of them is the duck quacking. You know, things of that nature. So, oh wait, but look who's here to say Merry Christmas to you. What? There it was. Merry Christmas from Molly. From your little niece. What? That's two. Auntie Christian et Uncle Patrick.
Is that what you want? What do you bet? What do you get? Watch it again, my friend. I'm going out and you
You gotta be careful. I mean, that's very illegal. If he sees you taping him, he could shoot you.
I know. 40, he said 40 you bet, 40 you get.
Go to stop into a little place like this.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes you find, as we call them, a treasure. I mean, just good food, nice people, you know,
Oh, these people
plenty
are
of
so
beer,
nice.
right? But then some of the places you stop into,
Oh, yeah.
you don't want to sit. It's so dirty, you know.
And the people
And
suck.
people are nasty.
Yeah.
We just picked this.
Yes.
Well, see, do you know what's on? I've never even been here in this whole neighborhood before.
Yes.
This is,
There
you know what
have
this
to
is?
be 50,000 of little restaurants like this in New York City.
Yes, yes.
57. We are saying very wonderful things about your restaurant here.
Thank you very much.
It was just by accident, because I had to go to the bathroom. We stopped here. Great pizza.
Nice and clean.
You, everybody here is
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
Most delightful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people, they come and they want to use. For me,
Oh, I understand that.
can't.
Sure.
Because of the water, what we pay, like
Mhm.
here, that much. Anybody clean, just the water.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Water is better high in New York,
Yes, it is. Unbelievably so.
like $3,000-4,000 a year.
Is it that high for a little place like this? Well, troops, we got to get going. What time is it?
I'll go to the bathroom before you leave.
Okay.
Don't forget me.
Oh, where'd she go? Well, we gotta go.
Anyway, you won't forget me.
You have the, no, not only that, but you have the green book.
Oh, I have it.
Can I smoke in here, or?
The smoke is the iron that's going over there.
I'll wait till I go outside then.
Not here, because see, I gotta do what the law say.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, she didn't want me to smoke. We smoke, they don't. Women, go figure.
That's another I don't smoke. I got 3 girls, they smoke.
They smoke. I love every one of
don't
them.
smoke. My husband don't smoke. My children smoke.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And the children won't?
Yeah, my children smoke. Gosh.
This really was a find. This is a page in the Book of New York. And luckily,
But the kind of place you expect to see in New York.
yeah,
But you don't find that often.
no. See, a lot of places.
But the kind of place when you never came, you expect to find.
Yeah.
But you could go into like 20 places before you find some place.
And thanks to you, we found it.
Thanks to my bladder.
Actually, I picked it out if you want to get down.
You did. I picked Peep Show. I was heading for the X's.
Did you see when we were walking toward the restaurant, the man who looked around before he snuck into the Peep Show?
No.
Well-dressed man.
Yeah. I didn't.
He looked in all directions, man. I guess make sure nobody saw him go in. And then he walked into his little
But we
Peep Show.
saw him.
Yeah. His picture will be on the New York Post tomorrow.
Yeah. The camera's on the other side of the street.
This is turning out to be a great day.
Oh, the statue's open. You don't want to just hop in a cab? You want to do the subways?
The only reason I would want to do the subway, which is not that important, was just so we could go down and get lost for a further taste of New York. That's not a cab.
Yeah, one problem with getting lost is you get on the wrong train. We're going to be fucking Brooklyn or something, you know?
Isn't she a beauty? Isn't she a queen? Nicest bridge that I have ever seen. Her paint's a little tattered where age has left its touch. Still, I guess I'll always love her very much. Like the folks you meet on, like to plant my feet on the Brooklyn Bridge. What a lovely view from heaven looks at you from the Brooklyn Bridge. I love to listen to the wind through her strings, the song that it sings for the town. I love to look up at the clouds in her hair. She's learned to wear like a crown. If you've been a rover, journey's end lies over the Brooklyn Bridge. Don't let no one tell you I've been trying to sell you the Brooklyn Bridge. Folks in Manhattan are sad, 'cause they look at her and wish they had the good old Brooklyn Bridge. Not any old bridge, but the Brooklyn Bridge. I pity the New York crowd. The folks in Manhattan are sad, 'cause they look at her and wish they had the good old Brooklyn. Nothing but the Brooklyn, the good old Brooklyn Bridge.
Sorry to have to do this, but just in case you couldn't understand, Bonnie at the end of or talking in that little Italian place, she was saying, sure you don't want to hop in a cab? And I said, well, I think we should go down and maybe take the chance of getting really lost. And then the last thing she said, thus the song, she said, yeah, but we could end up in fucking Brooklyn. Now, on with the show.
side, west side, all around the town. The kids sang Ring Around Rosie, London Bridge is falling down. Boys and girls together, me and Mamie O'Rourke, we tripped the light fantastic on the sidewalks of New York. East side, west side, all around the town. Sweet Mamie grew up and bought herself a sweet little Alice blue gown. All the fellas dug her, you should have heard them squawk when I escorted Mamie round the sidewalks of New York. East side, west side, riding through the parks. We started swinging at Chili's, then we split to P.J. Clark's, on to Chuck's Composite, then a drink at the Stark. We won't get home until morning, 'cause we're gonna take a walk on the sidewalks of New York, New York, New York, New York.
East side, west side, it's all the same to me. Don't worry, I know exactly where I'm going. Trust me. Okay.
Hi, Bubs.
Summer journeys to Niagara and to other places aggravate all our cares. We'll save our fares. I've a cozy little flat in what is known as Old Manhattan. We'll settle down right here in town. We'll have Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island too. It's lovely going through the zoo. It's very fancy on old Delancey Street, you know. The subway charms us so, where balmy breezes blow to and fro. And tell me what street compares with Mott Street in July. Sweet push carts gently, gently, gently gliding by. The great big city's a wondrous toy, just made for a girl and boy. We'll turn Manhattan into an Isle of Joy. A short vacation on Inspiration Point we'll spend, and in the station house we're bound to end. The great big city can never spoil the dreams of a boy and girl. We'll turn Manhattan into an Isle of Joy. Summer journeys to Niagara and to other places aggravate all our cares. We'll save our fares, 'cause we'll turn Manhattan into an Isle of Joy. We'll turn the big, big town into an Isle of Joy.
Must.
Hey, Spike.
Oh, he's doing long conversation with me.
Can you get him to start?
Okay. Spikey! Oh, les jolis, Spikey! Oh, les beaux, oh, les beaux! Bisous, bisous, bisous!
After that, I have to say, I only have this song on record, which I can use now to transfer. So I'm going to have to sing it myself. It's from Easy Rider. Christian, after what I just heard you say to Spikey, if you want to be a bird, you just fly there in the clear air, making figure eights through the pearly gates and the university. If you want to be a bird, you don't think much to get you up there. But when you come down, land on your feet.
You like lying in the snow, huh?
She likes biting you, too. For your tape. Oh, you can talk during it. This is just a memory souvenir tape.
Yeah, but tape him singing. That would
Oh, no. Then we would have to listen to it. No, you must sing. Please.
Patrick will.
Sing. Yes. Too slow. I don't have this, so I'll have to sing it. If you wanna be a duck, you just flap there in the clear air, making figure eights through the pearly... Oh, Molly, She just knocked everything off. Okay, if you wanna be a cat. As you can see, I'm winging it now. Today is October 23rd. Soon before Christmas, so this is right before you'd be getting this. And, oh, Molly's just going nuts with me here. Here, a little purring. A little purring. For your auntie, you know. Oh. She just rubbed up against this thing that I'm holding, and now I'll play those beloved Mr. Bungles. Which I just did. Don't forget, this is really, I just said it was October 23rd, and it was. But this is the 19th of November, and I did play Bungles, but it was too long because I have to fit something on, a farewell thing, so I'm just going to give you a very, very short example of them. Let me know if you like them, and I'll tape them for you. Now it's time to say a bientôt to mon ami, no, ni amis sans France, joyeux Noël, et bon ans, M-O-U-S-E, Mickey Mouse. See ya. And from Molly too. She's sniffing it, but she's so comfortable I didn't want to make her talk. Love you all dearly. We'll see you soon, eh? We'll wrap her up with this little showstopper. So he thought, until he looked and saw there was too much tape left. So now you can hear me sipping a Stella. Yep. I'm picturing myself on the patio of Le Bel Horizon, overlooking all those cabanas on the rocky beach, watching the ships roll in, watching them roll out again. Geez, that seems like a lifetime ago now. But soon, back to France. I don't know when yet. I still want to move there. I don't know. But anyway. Well, I guess I'll have to go back to what I was saying before. A bientôt, mon amis. I'll see you soon. But who knows where or when?
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York, these vagabond shoes are longing to stray and step around the heart of it. New York, New
day he ran out another minute to see the famous sights. We'll find the romance and danger waiting in it beneath the Broadway lights. But we've only one day, so what we like the best are the nights. New York, a hell of a town. The Bronx is up, but the Battery's down. The people ride in a hole in the ground. New York, it's a hell of a town. Such a wonderful town. The famous places to visit are so many, or so the guidebooks say. I promised, baby, we wouldn't miss on any, and we have just one day. Gotta see the whole town, right from Yonkers on down to the Bay. New York, a visitor's place where no one lives on account of the pace, but 7 million are screaming for space. New York, it's a visitor's place. Such a wonderful place. Manhattan women are dressed in silk and satin, or so the fellas say. There's just one thing that's important in Manhattan. When you have just one day, gotta pick up a date, maybe 7 or 8 on your way. New York, a hell of a town. The Bronx is up, but the Battery's down. The people ride in a hole in the ground. New York, it's a hell of a town. It is a whale of a town. It is a gas of a town. It is a wonderful town. I love New York, it's a beautiful town.